Welcome to the Business for London video on creating your Google business profile. In this video, we're going to look at creating a Google business account and the benefits of doing so. We're going to look at how to optimize your profile. I'll give you a demo of what to add to the various Google profile sections. We'll look at gathering Google reviews for your business and finally adding your business to free business directories. So some of the benefits of creating a Google business profile are that people now rely on Google to find the answers to their questions. People search for products. People search for services. When they're on holiday, they search for things to do. Google has become a major part of how users find products and services in their area, when they're on holiday, when they're looking to compare products. Google is where it's at. Nobody uses the yellow pages. People are always searching online for what they need. And of course, Google Business is free and it's very easy to use. It helps you as business owners to enhance your online visibility. And there are over 3.5 billion searches taking place on Google every single day. It's no longer just a noun, it's become a verb. Nowadays, when we're looking for a product or a service or the answer to something, we just say, just Google it. And improving how your business appears on Google can be a massive benefit to your business. And it can help you come up faster in searches. You can use the profile to give customers insight to your business. You can tell them your address if you have an address they can visit. And of course, you can ask your customers to review you. And when people find positive reviews about your business, they're more likely to want to use you over your competitors. Now, when you perform a Google search, the first 3 listings are usually reserved for Google paid ads. The pay-per-click ads. These will say sponsored when they come up in a search. And then you will see the organic search results. Now, the information that appears that looks like this is the information generated by your Google business listing. Let's do a quick search on Google so I can show you what I'm talking about. So, the first 3, as I mentioned, sponsored. They are paying for Google ads. They are paying per click. Every time someone clicks on one of these entries, the people who own these businesses would be paying for us to click through to their website. Then we've got the organic search results. And down here, these entries are generated by the Google business profiles of these companies. If you want to create your own Google business profile, you can do so at this link on the screen. The next thing you'll be asked to do is claim the name of your business. And it's important to make sure that your company name, address and phone number are consistent across all of your online profiles. Remember that sometimes we change our business names during the course of our business journey. And if you do things like that and you change the name or you change the address or your phone number or indeed your email address, then of course it's important to update these entries in the various places that you've created profiles. So when you create your Google business profile, make sure that you make a note that you've added a Google business profile along with any other directories that you add your business to, so that if you make any changes to your business in the future, you'll know where to go and make the updates. You can add images to your profile. Try to add images that help potential customers see what you do, and also images that bring your company to life. You should use high quality images of your business to help your profile stand out. If you have photographs of the inside of your business, or your staff members, or what your company looks like on the outside, use photographs of these as well. Also use photos that may help customers choose you over your competition. Optimize your listing with keywords. Keywords are search terms that people are likely to type into a search to find what you do. Your address will automatically be added to Google Maps, unless of course you're operating from your home, in which case you probably won't want to show your address on the map. And make sure that you collect reviews. Have a strategy to ask your clients for reviews after they've used your services or they've bought your products. Okay, so let's have a look at the profile itself. This is our profile here, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. And we've got photographs of the outside. This is an iconic building in Woolwich where South East Enterprise operate from. South East Enterprise are one of the partners on the Business for London programme. And you can see we've got some reviews and we've got our operating hours and so on. Now, if you want to edit your profile, once you've created it, you come over here and you click on Edit Profile. As you scroll through this, it will move between these sections. So the first thing is your business name. If you want to edit it at any point, you click on the little pencil. South East Enterprise Limited, that is correct. So I'm going to save that. Now, you can choose from a number of business categories. if you click on edit, what you'll notice though is that you have to use the categories offered to you by Google. You can't make up your own. So you're going to have to choose the closest thing to what you do from the categories that Google offers you. You can add additional categories as well. And as you can see, we've got a number listed here. And once you've added those, you can save. Always remember to save everything that you change. Now in the description, this is where you want to add keywords. And keywords are the search terms that people are typing in to search engines. We've got things like free business advice in Greenwich, free business advice in Bexley, free business courses and free business courses online, free training courses in Greenwich. And if I go back over to my Google search, if I type the term free business courses in Greenwich, which is here, it will tell me that that's the sort of search that people type in to find similar organisations to South East Enterprise in the Greenwich Borough. You've got 750 characters that you can enter here. Characters include full stops and spaces, so make sure that you use the space well. You don't have to put too much in here, you just have to put in the keywords that will help you come up in searches, and then save that. If you've got an opening date, you can add that here. Add your phone number that you want people to contact you on. If you have a chat service, you can link to that there. Add your website and any social profiles. Business location. Again, if you edit this, you can choose to show your business address to customers, or if you're working from home, you may choose not to. You would add your address in, but switch this off, and then save that. If you operate in specific areas, then you can add those in here. So we've got the towns that we operate in locally, and then you've got opening hours. If you have opening hours, then of course you add that here. You can say that you're open with main hours, open with no main hours, which means that it will show that you're essentially open all the time, and it won't show you different times here. Temporarily closed if you are, or permanently closed if your business is no longer operating. And then you can have different days if you've got open with main hours. You can tell people if you're closed on specific days. Of course, we are Saturday and Sunday. And if there are special opening hours, like Good Friday, or Easter Sunday, or Easter Monday. Of course, we're not open on Sunday anyway, but I've added in Good Friday and Easter Monday for 2025 in there. And then you save that. If you have different types of hours for things like takeaways, if you're a restaurant, or you've got brunch times or dinner times, you can add some of those in there. You can also add more information here. And if your company is owned by women and you want to say that you identify as women owned, you can add that in there. If you offer any accessibility, such as hearing loops, wheelchair access, or a wheelchair access toilet, you can add all of that in there. Amenities, again, if you have gender neutral toilets, you can tell people here. And if you are LGBTQ plus friendly or a transgender safe space, again, you can say yes or no to those things there. If you have parking available, you can add that there. And if there are any other service options here, for example, you've got on-site services available or language assistance in different languages, you can tell people what those are there. And that is how you edit your profile. Make sure you complete as much as you possibly can in your profile. The more you have, the better it will look. Now there are a few other options along here. This is where you add your photos. You can add what's known as a cover photo. You can add your logo. If you want to add photos, you can do that here. You can also add videos if you want to. Performance tells us how our profile is performing. It tells us over a 6-month period whether we've had any engagement with the profile. You can see that we've had 324 business profile interactions since October 2024. This tells us if people have clicked on the call button on the profile to call us. And this, if we had a booking system, would tell us if people had clicked through to our booking system to make a booking. So if you were a hair salon, for example, or a restaurant, you may have a booking system that people can book a table or book an appointment with you. This tells you if anybody's clicked on directions from the profile, and also if anybody's clicked on the website link to go through to the website from the profile. Advertise is the Google pay-per-click advertising service. If you sell products, you can add products in here. So for example, if I wanted to add a product that I sell, I can click add product, and I can give the product a name, a category, tell people the price, the description, And I can take people to the place on my website where they will find that product and be able to put it straight into the basket. I can add a photo for the product here, and then I can publish it. You wouldn't put all of your products here necessarily. What you would do is that if you had specific products that were either high ticket items or your main products, you may add some of them here, because if people find your business profile, they can click straight through to the product page, put it in their basket and check it out and buy it. If you don't sell products but you sell services, then you add them here. And here you tell Google what sort of service you're offering, if it's accounting or business advice and so on. And then if I was training and consultancy, for example, I would click on this. And again, I can either put a price in or say no price. I can put a service description in. I've got up to 300 characters to add there. Again, I would be using keywords for the type of service I'm offering, the types of keywords that people would be typing into searches to help me come up faster in searches, and then I would save that. Q&A, this is where people can ask you questions, and essentially customers can click on ask a question and you would get a notification to tell you that someone had asked a question, and you can then respond. Your response would be public so that other people would be able to see the question and the answer that you gave. If you want to add an update to your profile, then you can do so here. An update is a bit like doing a social media post, but it would be on your Google business profile. You can update your customers, you can add an offer if you've got an offer on, or if you're hosting an event, you can put that in there. If you're posting an update, you do that here. You can put in images and you can add a description. And if you want people to go to a specific page on your website, for example, you can add a link in here. And you can say that you want people to call now or sign up or buy or order online. For example, if you wanted people to order online, then you would put in the link to where you want to take them to place that order. I tend to think that updates on Google are more about telling people about something that's unusual. So for example, we've had to close today because we've had a power cut, or we've just won an award. Things that you're celebrating, things that you want people to know about as quickly as possible, I think you would post as an update. Now, Google Business Reviews are an absolute game changer for many companies. Having a Google business profile that gives you a lovely piece of real estate on Google, that lovely profile like this, is a great thing to have. But if you have reviews as well, then it's even better, because it tells prospects how well you perform as a business, what your customers think of you. And here I've given you a little how-to. You ask for reviews and you copy the link and you add it to something like an email. Okay, so for example, let me just show you around that. You ask for reviews here and you get this link. You also get a QR code that you could send to people. But generally speaking, I would copy this link, and this button here will allow you to copy it. I would then create an email to my customers, and I would say something like this: dear customer, and I would use their first name if I had it. Thank you for using our services or buying our products. Our business relies on recommendations from our clients, so we would really appreciate your feedback on the recent services or products that we provided for you. You can review us on Google by clicking here, and the word here is that link that I just copied. It's called a hyperlink, and any piece of email software will allow you to create a link. You can see here though that I've given people an option to review us on Facebook as well. I would probably also give them the option to review us on LinkedIn or any other third-party review site that I have for my business, Trustpilot for example. I might also add another sentence here that says, if you don't use any of the services above, then please feel free to reply to this email telling us in a sentence or two how you enjoyed using our service or buying our products, so that we can just copy and paste it onto our testimonials page on our website. And the reason I would do that is because actually, in order to review someone on Google, you need to have a Gmail account. And of course, if you want to review someone on Facebook, you'd have to have a Facebook account. You don't want to miss the opportunity to get a great review from someone, so you give them all the options that are available online. But if they don't have access to those, don't miss the opportunity to get a testimonial that you can copy and paste onto your website. Online reviews like this are known as social proof. And of course, positive reviews on platforms such as Google are much more likely to make people choose us over our competitors. Reviews, particularly ones like Google reviews, build trust and credibility for our companies. And of course, having a Google business account, as you can see, it makes us look much more professional. Now, the final thing that I want to talk about is adding your business to other indexes. We've talked about the Google business profile in this video. However, there are other free online directories that you can add your business to. And what they do is they provide valuable backlinks to your website. And backlinks are a very important aspect of search engine optimization, SEO. Google and other search engines are more likely to show websites higher in searches if you have more backlinks. And backlinks need to be from other sites back to your website, and they need to be from sites with high authority. If you want to know more about high authority backlinks, you can read this article here. But essentially, authoritative websites are websites like your local authority, your council websites. They've been around for a long time. They're established. They're seen as important government websites. And so they have high authority because they are reputable. Some of the other directories you can add your business to include UK Small Business Directory and Free Index. Let's go and have a look at one. Give yourself a bit of time with each one of these because it does take a while to add all the information. You add your free listing and it will take you through the process of adding your company name, a link to your website, contact details, and so on. Very similar to the directory listing that I've just shown you on Google. I've also got a really useful article here, and as you can see, this is called the top 10 free business directories to improve your website off-page search engine optimization. And it tells us here to improve your Google page rank, it's important to get good quality links to your website. This should form part of your off-page SEO strategy, search engine optimization. A simple and very cheap way, free except for your time, is to add your site to various business directories. And here we've collected a list of the top 10 best business directories to register with. And of course, the first one is exactly what we've been looking at in this video, the Google Business Profile. Fantastic place to add your business. You may want to avoid Yale because often they start to try and sell you a profile once you've created your free one. Free Index is a great one. La Carte is another one. Scoot, Silex, and Bing Places for Business, which is very similar to the Google Business Profile, but on Bing. There's another one called Yelp here, Hotfrog, UK Small Business Directory, which is the one I've just shown you, and a few others to consider here. Adding your business to Google can help you come up faster in searches, and it gives you a directory listing on Google's own directory. With positive customer reviews, potential customers are definitely more likely to buy from your company. And of course, the additional listings for your business on other free indexes will also help you come up faster in searches. It will definitely improve your search ranking. Good luck with it. Thank you.